was the hardest thing to pick up going to the indoor game? Like the most surprising difficulty that you faced?
I mean, definitely shooting. It's very hard to score that ball. You know, such a big goalie with all that equipment on in a small net is has been difficult. But then I would also say like just the motion offense. You know, setting picks and moving off ball is something that I'm not really used to. Especially even in the outdoor game, that like moving around and things like that. So sometimes in the indoor game, you feel like you're just running around like a chicken with its head cut off. But getting that motion down in the indoor game is something that I'm still learning to this day. So definitely that for the most part.
You mentioned watching a lot of film of yourself in the outdoor game. Have you watched a lot of film of yourself in the indoor game too?
For the most part, in the beginning, I was trying to watch other players, so I could actually really learn the game and develop as a player. And then as, I started to develop a little more and more, I would watch myself and kind of discover things that I should never do again, and then other things that worked for me that I could continue to do within my game. So I think in the beginning it was watching other people play and learning the game, and then as I started to develop more and more, it was critiquing my own game.
Any specific that you remember sticking out where it was like I should definitely never do that again?
Yeah, actually, my first game ever playing, I like dove across the crease and just completely like took out the goalie, and then turned around and there were three guys like trying to beat me up. So after that, I realized when I dive, you should dive across the crease and not land in the goalie, because that's a big no-no.
Written rules.
I didn't drop the Mets.
He's dropped them.
No, I actually did have to drop them there, but it kind of just went to the ground after that. It wasn't really much of a fight there.
What do you have under your belt nowadays? 2?
3, but one where we actually like were like, you want to go, and we like dropped the gloves, took off our helmet, and like actually score up. And then the other 2 were just kind of jersey pulling and trying to rip off the helmets. And then it kind of just goes to the ground, or the refs break it up.
You and Withers, too.
Withers. I don't want anything to do with Withers.
Teammates.
Withers would beat my ass.